Well, hi Aquarius, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Aquarius, let's find out. What can you expect coming up in your life? Ooh. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. Wow. If it doesn't resonate, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional side. All cards are male or female. So Aquarius, what is happening here? Okay, the overall energy of this reading is the Fool. The Fool is like a happy-go-lucky, throw caution to the wind, bouncing along with your head in the clouds type energy. Very carefree, very fun. But why it's called the Fool is because someone usually ends up at the edge of the cliff because you're not looking forward. But once you start to look forward, you see where you're at. And so usually in a relationship, somebody starts to look forward, somebody does not. So somebody keeps their head in the clouds, the other one starts to look forward, and you're faced with decisions. So coming to the edge of a cliff here, you may have started a relationship or maybe starting a relationship in the Fool's energy. I need to find out why the Fool is here. It surrounds your entire reading. So up here in your strongest energy, the Ace of Wands. This is beautiful. This is a fresh, new start, a new beginning. So I feel like you've already been dealing with this Fool energy, and you're taking a fresh look on life, and you're having a new beginning in your life as you move forward, because it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune. So you're definitely moving forward with the Wheel of Fortune for the better, for the good. So you can't, the universe is very strong. This is the wheel. This is the universe spinning and turning and pulling and pushing and making you move forward. But it's next to this Ace of Wands. That's wonderful. And I think you've been waiting for this to happen. I think maybe you could feel it happening, that you were getting close to this period in your life. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So you're going to move right past this. You've been waiting for something to come to fruition. And waiting and waiting and waiting. To the point that wand there is holding this person up for your fresh start and your new beginning. It's coming in finally. Under the Ace of Wands is the Three of Cups. Oh my gosh. So this could be a very happy reunion with someone. Someone that maybe you had a relationship with where it ended because you started to look forward and they didn't. And so you weren't seeing eye to eye on how to continue the relationship. I feel like they're coming back in. You're going to reconnect with the Three of Cups. And it will be a happy reunion, and you're going to take off again. You're going to have a fresh start with somebody that you want to have a fresh start with. They are a divine soulmate, a divine lover soulmate. That means you've been lovers in another life. So there might be some unfinished business that needs to take place. You've also known them previously in this life. Maybe. Or this reunion card is just from knowing them in another life, since the Lover's card is here, that you're going to have a reunion with them. It's a very strong connection. You're definitely going to feel it. You're both going to feel it when your eyes meet. You're going to know it. This is a card for Gemini, so Gemini might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But there's those guardian angels and spirit guides, and they're trying to bring you together with a divine soulmate. This is, something you've been waiting for. Something that you could feel. If you've known them already in this life, you have never forgotten about them. And your relationship kind of ended on a note where you wanted to move forward and they didn't. But they're coming back. They are a divine soulmate. I don't think you've ever forgotten about them. If you haven't known them this life, then there is like a unfinished business, And you've had this feeling that, you know, you're waiting for someone, and here they are, okay? And you're going to have a reunion this life from last life or some other life prior. Under the Three of Cups is the High Priestess. So I just got through saying you probably would have had a feeling. Your intuition is probably telling you something major is about to happen. Aquarius, something, it's like you're pulling back that pomegranate curtain, and you've got these gut feelings, your intuition, you can feel it, you know it. So your intuition's telling you something is about to happen. There's going to be a reunion with somebody, and it is a divine soulmate. You've been getting tired of living in this Fool energy. You did put it behind you. I really think that you just got kind of worn down from it. And that's what ended it before, for those of you who already know this person in this life. So what happened is that staff there is really just holding you up. I mean, you're not really holding it up. Feeling worn out, dragged through the mud on this relationship. But still, your intuition is telling you something is about to happen. Something's getting closer and closer and closer with that Wheel of Fortune. It is someone. It's a divine soulmate. And they bring a lot of love with them. There is sunshine and rainbows going on here. There is an equal exchange, the Ten of Cups. Beautiful card. You're going to come into union with each other, and you may even become committed or make a family together. You may already have children, with the children dancing there, or a child. So there is divine love, divine soulmate coming in, and the Wheel of Fortune is pulling you towards that. It's making this happen. They're coming in. They're coming back from this life or another life, and you can feel it. I think you can feel it. And like I say, if this reading resonates so far, it's probably your reading. If it doesn't, it probably is not. And I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self. Let's take out the second half. Let's find out what else is going on here. Gosh, you're going to enter this whole new life cycle. You've been waiting for them to come in. There's the pentacle that you were looking for. Oh my gosh, you're going to have a meeting of the minds. It's like, okay, up here in your highest energy, I have the Hermit. This is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But the Hermit, the energy is you seeking your path forward. And look, the Hermit, I mean, they know what you've been through. They know that you've been waiting and waiting. They know that you've done so much of that. And you're seeking your path forward. Like, how do you move forward when you're not with the person that your gut is telling you need to be with, okay? So on the other side of the Hermit here, on the back side, is the Eight of Swords. This is like you haven't really been moving forward. You haven't forgotten about them, like I said. These are swords of truth and clarity all around you. You've had your blindfold on. You've been bound. Your feet aren't bound. Your mouth isn't bound. But you've been feeling stuck. Stuck in waiting. Stuck in not knowing how to move forward. And I think you've actually reached out to the universe on how am I going to move forward? What is my path forward? But you haven't decided. And so, you know, the Eight of Swords is like an illusion. You can move forward, but you haven't been moving forward. And here is that new life cycle, the world. Right here. This is where the Wheel of Fortune is taking you. That fresh start, that new beginning, into a whole new life cycle. And under the Hermit here is the Two of Wands. There you are, next to the Lovers. Under the Hermit, you know, I always look at the cards connected to the Hermit here. You're holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, Ace of Wands, and the other hand you're holding the world, and you want to move forward. But you're standing there contemplating on what it looks like because you feel this energy, okay? Whether you know them yet or not, you can feel this energy and you're kind of been waiting for it to move forward. You're manifesting all of this to come together. There's that infinity symbol. I have the Magician here. There's that infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing, just like the High Priestess. But you know that you have everything it takes to make something work out. You've just been waiting for the right person to move forward with. You have a giant cup of love. You have a pentacle for security and stability. You have a wand for fresh starts and new beginnings. We know that. And swords of truth and clarity here. So you're very clear on what you want, and you don't even really probably realize this. Maybe you've been trying to manifest in your own way, and it's working. But you are manifesting a very solid and secure relationship. Your divine soulmate is coming in, and guess what? They have a pentacle. So they're very committable, they're very grounded, they're very stable. This might lead to marriage with that big old pentacle there under the new life cycle, under the world card. They're going to be very solid. You're just going to know. It's like once your eyes meet, there's no tearing you apart. There's no breaking you apart. It's like magic almost, you know. So we have the Death card under the Two of Wands and next to the Ten of Cups. This is leaving the old behind. All that waiting, you know, living in the energy of the Fool day by day that you got tired of, that you actually had to walk away from this energy. And now you're moving forward. And that was with the help of the universe. So you may have been, you know, kind of bouncing around from lover to lover or place to place in the search of this divine soulmate. This divine soulmate is still coming in, but you're leaving this energy of the Fool behind, and you're moving forward towards the new, the Death card. So that's what that card is all about. This is also the card for Scorpio, so Scorpio might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. So you're moving forward, just like you've been wanting to, and you've been waiting to move forward. Wow, right towards that Ten of Cups too. And then on the other side, Death card, I have the Five of Swords. There's those swords. I told you had swords. Right under the Magician of truth and clarity. And you're looking back at like how you were living your life. Like, you know, the ones that didn't work out. And you get it. You have lots of truth. You have lots of clarity about why they are gone. Now, if this is someone coming back in your life, you've never forgotten about them. You are clear about what happened, but you can't take your mind off of them. Okay? So next to the Five of Swords, and you just keep looking back at them, and they're coming back in. I got the Two of Cups here. And this is right under the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, they're not only a lover from another life, a divine soulmate, they're also a best friend. They have love for you. This is another soulmate card, but it has to do with friendship and love. And you're going to have a meeting of the minds. Those cups are going to come together. And there's also going to be a pentacle. You're going to enter a new life cycle with this person, this divine soulmate. Let me look at the bottom card. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this time. See, it feels like you were working on the relationship before, whether it was this life or last life, that you were trying to build on this relationship, and they just didn't want to pull their head out of the clouds. But they are now, okay? This Eight of Pentacles is all about working and building and creating a relationship, security and stability, groundedness. And it lands right on the Hermit. So the Hermit is saying, wait a minute here. I know you're tired of waiting, but from the 7, you're going to be moving to the 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, they're going to want to work on this relationship. They haven't forgotten about you either. Like I say, this could be a previous life. It could be somebody kind of new, but when you meet eyes, you'll know that you already know them, or someone just from your past. So, wow, Aquarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.